Hello and welcome to Fill Your Cup in Five. Hello to all of you busy people, plate spinners. I am Linda Mitchell with Linda Mitchell Coaching and Healing, here today with my friend and associate, Bertha.
Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Bertha Robinson with Star One Professional Services. Great to be back.
It is good to be back. And today we're talking about something that we kind of did for a little bit, and that is to take a pause, right? Because I know for me, and I think you probably feel the same way, sometimes that pause is precious, right?
Yes, it is.
When we're running and moving and going and doing, and it's like, oh, when do you decide to go, okay, time out? We need a pause, because I find, in the past, I used to push, because the end of the to-do list, I hadn't reached it yet. And you keep pushing. It's not always the most productive thing. It's not always the wisest use of your time. Right?
I agree. And you don't want to push till you get to that extreme, and then a pause is placed upon you.
Exactly.
So you get sick, or something even more serious. You have to now recover from the pause that was placed on you. And I think that when we do those things, we don't give ourselves the opportunity to, number one, celebrate whatever wins we did have, or to evaluate if something needs an evaluation to repeat the process, or if it didn't go the way we wanted, giving us that opportunity to look at it.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that transition time to me is that pause. So if I'm having an early meeting, from let's say 8:30 to 9, to making sure that I have some transition time before I have another meeting. So I don't schedule anything maybe until 9:30 or 10 o'clock to give myself that time. Sometimes it gives me an opportunity to stand up, walk away, go for a walk, or maybe even just some prep time for the next meeting or wrap up from the previous one. So time is precious when we take a pause.
It is. And I think we become so much more focused and really using our time well when we allow ourselves that breath, right? That I think our culture, and I know I have bought into this for many years, that, it's that you got to keep going, you got to keep doing, you got to keep being everything you want to be, and till you burn out, right? Or just start to slip up because you're scattered, or you're doing too much at once and you're starting to make mistakes. I have finally figured out that pause, and as you say, a self-imposed pause, is so much more valuable, than that constant forging forward when you're exhausted or tired or just feeling like I need breath.
Mhm.
Right?
I equate that going. It's that go-getters mentality, whereas maybe you can stop and be a go-giver. Give to others, give to yourself. So switching that from that constant go, nonstop energy to a moment, like you said, where you can actually take a breath and pause.
Yeah. I always say, like if you race into the meeting or you race into whatever it is you're doing next, I've found myself saying, I just have a really bad case of just one more thing itis. What else can I just squeeze into this little period of time? And that's not always the most productive use. That does not always make it, the best use of my time, or me being the best I can be. But if I take that pause, if I take that breath, rest is restorative.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it doesn't have to be a nap. It could just be a 5-minute walk around the block, or
Yes.
just sitting in the chair and breathing for a couple of moments, recentering. That simple little pause can bring so much clarity and so much purpose.
Presence. Yes.
Presence.
Yes. I love that. You bring clarity, you bring yourself, your full, authentic, present self. You're not bringing baggage from the previous situation, the previous to-do, the previous meeting. You're
Right.
fully present
Yeah.
for yourself and for others.
Yeah, it really works. It really works. So we encourage you to take a pause. Pause is precious, valuable in so many ways.
I agree.
Until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye.